After another long semester and the mounting stress of routine life in my hometown, I needed a change, a break that would pull me out of my everyday struggles and refresh my spirit. So, I decided to call up my friend Henry, who lived out in California. We'd known each other for years, but it had been a while since we last met. Henry was immediately warm and welcoming, inviting me to stay for as long as I needed. "Man, it'll be great to have you here." Henry sounded genuinely excited on the phone. "But remember, this is only until you find your own place. My mom's got pretty strong rules about extended guests," he joked, laughing. I smiled, knowing Henry wasn't kidding. Aurora, his mother, was well known for her charm and elegance. People were drawn to her natural warmth, and she had a knack for making anyone feel welcome. I arrived in California on a breezy evening, and Aurora was at the door, ready to greet me with open arms and a warm smile. "Oh, welcome, dear," she said, her smile infectious. "You must be exhausted from the journey. Come in, come in. Henry has told me so much about your little escapades together." She laughed, her eyes sparkling with a liveliness that instantly put me at ease. The first few days were idyllic. Aurora treated us to delicious home-cooked meals, each one better than the last. Every evening, we'd gather around the dinner table, sharing stories and laughing late into the night. Henry and I talked endlessly about our old adventures and caught up on life. It felt like I'd stumbled into a second home, and for the first time in a long time, I felt truly relaxed. One evening, after another delicious dinner prepared by Aurora, Henry looked over at me with a mischievous glint in his eye. "What do you say we head out to the woods this weekend?" he asked. "A little adventure to shake things up. There's a forest nearby, beautiful trails, hidden waterfalls, the works." I was instantly on board. An escape into the woods sounded like the perfect way to refresh our minds and bring a sense of adventure back into our lives. We began making plans, excited for the weekend, completely unaware of the unexpected turn this journey would take. The morning of our trip arrived, and Henry and I were packing up supplies in the kitchen, excited for our forest adventure. Just as we were getting ready to leave, the doorbell rang. Aurora answered, and moments later, I heard laughter echo through the house. She walked in with a vibrant, confident woman who seemed to fill the room with energy. "This is Harper, my old friend," Aurora introduced her with a warm smile. Harper turned her gaze to me, her eyes lively and curious, and I could feel her sizing me up as she grinned. There was an undeniable warmth in her laugh and a sparkle in her eyes that felt magnetic. Aurora suggested that Harper should join us for the outing. "Come on, Harper, it'll be like the old days," she laughed. Harper hesitated, mentioning some work commitments, but after a few shared glances and nudges, she finally agreed, saying, "Oh, why not? Life's too short to say no to an adventure." With our newly expanded group, we loaded up the car and set off for the forest. The drive was filled with chatter, laughter, and the kind of easy conversation that happens when you're surrounded by people who make you feel at home. I found myself stealing glances at Harper, noticing her subtle gestures and the way she seemed to be enjoying each moment. There was something refreshing and captivating about her presence. We arrived at the trailhead, and the forest greeted us with its canopy of green leaves and the earthy scent of pine. The air was cool, and sunlight filtered through the branches, casting golden spots on the ground. We hiked through winding trails, sharing stories, pausing to admire hidden streams, and even taking turns posing for photos near a waterfall we discovered along the way. Every now and then, I'd catch Harper's eyes